There's history to be made. The game is to be shook up again. The Triple Crown has never been done. It'll never be done in my lifetime. No one will do this in my lifetime. You know what I mean? When I knock Kamaru Usman out of 170, that'll be 3 UFC World titles won, moving upward with 3 knockouts. I knocked out Aldo, I knocked out Alvarez, and knocked out Kamaru Usman. 2 knockouts, 3 world titles, 3 weights going up.
I think the Conor fight would be the biggest payday, right?
Absolutely. I think.
You don't think so?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Red panties night. That's red panties night.
We all love red panties.
I mean, the last pay-per-view they're saying tracked just below Conor and Khabib. It's a fucking. They think it's more than 2 million pay-per-view buys.
Wow.
Huge. His comeback. Yeah. That motherfucker has charisma.
Absolutely. And you can't take anything away from Conor, man. Conor has put himself in that part, in that status.
Hello everyone, how you all doing today? Welcome to Libra TV and thank you so much for being here. So today's video we are going to talk about Conor McGregor and Usman. Okay, Conor McGregor is ranked number 9 in the lightweight division and Usman is a champion in the waterweight division. So these 2 guys have been going at each other for the past week, and Conor McGregor wants to move up in weight to fight Usman, and Usman would like that idea to fight Conor McGregor. So the question right now is, will this fight ever happen? Conor McGregor and Usman are now calling each other out for a fight at waterweight division. Do anyone think this fight will ever happen, or this is just a money grab for both fighters? Fighters always call each other out for attention. We saw Tyson Fury calling Francis Ngannou out for a heavyweight boxing fight. Kamaru Usman calling out Canelo Alvarez. You guys saw that. And Usman now calling out McGregor. McGregor calling Usman out. Will this fight ever happen? We all know Conor has been eyeing the 170-pound belt for so long. Remember his altercation with Tyron Woodley here?
Means what? You're like a woman with that phone.
Years ago. Now he's having the same feud with Usman. I think Usman is playing the card well. If this fight eventually happens, it will be Usman's biggest payday as a UFC fighter. Conor pay-per-view buys is almost the top 5 in the UFC history. It's a no-brainer. Every fighter wants to fight Conor McGregor, and that will be their biggest payday ever. The biggest question is, why is Conor McGregor calling out Usman? Is it for the money? Is it for the recognition? Conor McGregor have the money and have the recognition. Conor is the richest fighter last year, and I don't think he needs money. I don't think he needs any recognition. He's the biggest star. He's a cash cow in the UFC. Conor for sure can definitely fight anyone and generate over 1 million pay-per-view buys easily. So let's talk about Conor McGregor for a little bit here. For the past 4 years, Conor have only won 1 fight out of 6 fights. If you include the Mayweather's fight, he lost against Khabib by submission. In the 4th round, he lost against Dustin Poirier during the first fight by TKO in the 2nd round, and TKO during the 2nd fight in the 1st round. The only fight he won was against Donald Cerrone, and that fight happened in the waterweight division, which he got a TKO in the 1st round. That means the only fight he won during the past 4 years was in the waterweight division. This might be one of the reasons why he wants to move 2 divisions up to fight Usman, the number 1 pound for pound in the world. So throughout his career, he only fought at waterweight division twice. The first one was against Nate Diaz in the UFC 196, which he lost by submission, but he got the victory against Donald Cerrone. So if you need to fight someone, why not fight someone at top of the food chain right now? Usman is the guy on top of the food chain. He's the number 1 pound for pound in the world, and he's the waterweight champion in the world. His current record is 20 wins and 1 loss. His loss was against Jose Caceres back in 2013 at CFA 11, but he's undefeated in the UFC. Usman is well known for his wrestling background, but surprisingly, he only has 1 submission, 10 decisions, and 9 knockouts on his record. I think the 1 submission he has on his record is giving Conor McGregor the confidence that he can do well when they fight. I'm sure He compared his record to Khabib's record of 11 submissions and didn't see any threat having a fight with Usman. This might be, a good reason for having a fight with Usman because he only got one submission, even though Usman is a great wrestler, but one submission, he cannot submit Conor McGregor. So I think he has that confidence going to the fight. We all know that Conor McGregor is a great striker and possessive in knockout power. He has a 19 knockout, 2 decisions, 6 losses, and 1 submission. Surprisingly, Usman and Conor McGregor share equal submissions on their record. So Conor McGregor got 1 submission, Usman got 1. Okay, I think this might be one of the reasons why Conor McGregor is also having confidence that he can fight Usman. So let's say Conor McGregor got the victory against Usman. He will be the only fighter in the UFC history to win the featherweight, light heavyweight, welterweight champion. This might be another reason for Conor McGregor to fight Usman. If he get the victory, he will be a 3-time champion, which no one in the UFC history have done that. Dana White has already pivoted on the fight, saying that he is not ruling anything out at the moment, and Joe Rogan also made a comment about the fight.
He's talking about fighting Kamaru Usman. Like, ooh, be careful what you ask for.
Really?
Be careful what you ask for. Usman is a big man, and he is top of the food chain right now.
Yeah.
That's the best pound-for-pound fighter alive is Kamaru Usman, and he's a natural 170. You got to remember, Conor McGregor won the title at 145.
Fucking hell, that's small.
And then he went up to 155, and he knocked out Eddie Alvarez, became the champ. So he's consecutive, concurrent, holding 2 titles concurrently. And then he fought at 170, but he fought Cowboy Cerrone, who's a natural 155-pounder. And, no knock on Cowboy. And Cowboy's beat a lot of good 170-pounders. He's an elite fighter. But Usman's a different thing.
My conclusion about this potential fight with Conor McGregor and Usman, I don't think it will be fair fight for Conor McGregor challenging Usman for the welterweight title belt. On one hand, Conor McGregor is not that active. He lost his last 2 fights, and Usman has won his last 5 fights, and he's an active fighter. If the fight happens, it will deprive the opportunity for other welterweight fighters to fight for the belt. But what we know, if the fight makes sense financially, I think Dana White will try to make that fight happen, because if Conor McGregor got the victory, he will be the 3-time champion, in order to find a common ground while respecting other welterweight fighters. The best method is to create a new division and make a special belt for the fighters. I think if they play this fight well, Usman will retain his title regardless of the outcome of the fight, because I know if Conor McGregor get the victory, he might not defend the belt. I don't think it's a good idea for Conor McGregor to go up and fight Usman. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think Usman should retain his belt and fight other fighters. There's a lot of great fights Usman can have, and we have this Kamzar guy in the division, and we have so many fighters lined up for Usman. I don't think Conor McGregor moving up to fight Usman is a great idea, and I don't want to know what you guys think about the fight. If the fight will ever happen, or it's just a talk to get attention. But financially, I think it doesn't matter. Dana White, if Dana White sees the numbers right, I think Dana White will make that fight happen. So what do you guys think, man? Will Usman ever fight Conor McGregor? For me, I think the fight will never happen. Might happen in the future. If he can get the belt from Charles Oliveira, I think we can see a fight with Usman. But for now, I don't think it's the case. I don't think that fight will happen. Okay, guys, I'll end it here. If you guys haven't subscribed to Libra TV, please do so. Please like, please share. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.